In this particular episode of the Blerd podcast, we'll be discussing what will your impact be after you're gone. It actually, to what Kenny said, is kind of depressing because, like, if you sit here and think about, because I was sitting thinking about it every once in a while throughout the week, right? And I'm like, damn, what if I didn't feel like I made an impact on anybody's life? Like, how depressing would that be, right? But because I have a daughter, I can say I made a positive impact on her life. But for y'all two, or Alex rather, you don't have kids. So who do you think your legacy will be in life and the people you encountered, and how do you think you impacted the people close around you?
Um, I'd say, outside kids, you can make pretty big impacts in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say some of my biggest impacts would be the most obvious with Heather and just hoping, this relationship has made her a better person overall. Just a more stable, better individual who can support other people that she wasn't able to do so before. Like throughout the relationship, I'm not going to say that, like, I've taught her a lot because I've learned a lot through it as well. But just in general, to help another individual kind of grow and prosper is kind of like one of my biggest things. So I'd say it's been a pretty huge impact there. Um, I'd be happy enough that I accomplished one of my goals, get one of my friends a pretty good remote paying job. So I'm always pretty
Oh,
excited
to
about that.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have an impactor there that, that makes me happy. Like no one can take that away from me. Like I'm happy I was able to do that for him.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a lot of moments like that where I don't think of it more so as legacy in the same sense as most other people would think of it, like, leaving something for the children or kids and things like that. I think of it just so like how you impacted each person that you've met or that you currently, are like living life through and how you've worked to make things for them better. And then throughout that, they get to make things better for other people. So, having that good job opportunity opens up a lot more avenues that may not really been available for Kenny. Or having a more stable mind opens up a lot more avenues of growth and support for someone like Heather.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not all financial or monetary, it's just progressing and hopefully having a positive outlook on the people so they can also do the same thing and have more positive outlooks on people they know.
Yeah. So outside of my daughter, I would like to think I have a positive impact. Like, so it if I could take a guess how people look at me, it was like I'm kind of like a different or weird point of view on things.
Hmm.
But I've seen how my point of view could not, I don't want to say sway, but it could alter how they see things and open their eyes a little bit more to something that
Hmm.
they may not have seen in the same light. And it's the same thing with y'all. Like y'all see things differently than I do. So as far as perspective, Alex, Kenny, and people that we've encountered within our lives has changed my perspective and impacted my life to help me grow. Um, I hope I will not have anybody's growth stunted because of something I may have said or done. I mean, like people that's close to me. If it's just an everyday person, I don't think I will honestly care, to be honest with you. But if it's like people that's close to me, I would want to say that I've helped everybody. Like I'm trying to be a good friend.
Oh yeah, you remember that time where you kind of held my game for too long?
Yo, what?
You kind of stunted my growth when you held my Hitman game for a bit too
Oh,
long.
shut. Oh, get the fuck.
I'm always remember that, Dante.
That's why I got your what's it,
Stop
Maximus?
holding my shit hostage, Dante.
It's for your growth.
No, it's not. I would
So
like that mug back.
I'm gonna get it back to you. I swear I am. I just don't know when. I'm gonna get it back to you. I've used it several times because it's so good. Like it keeps everything so cold. But
That
I'm gonna
was
get it
like the
back to you.
best mug I've ever gotten from a company.
And you left it in my rental car
Oh my
of all
god!
places
And
to
you
leave it.
took it, and I told you to mail it back, and you still have it.
I'm just bad at that. I'm just bad at giving stuff back.
my God. No, you're not bad at it. You just don't do it.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, man. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Mm-mm.
Is he all right? Are you all right, Kenny?
Uh,
Are you okay?
no, I'm just stretching.
Oh.
Hmm.
So even though this may not be the best topic for you, as you stated prior, what do you think your impact would be on your loved ones?
um, might that be like if that's something, if I was to go somewhere, it'd be pretty fucking tragic to be honest. Family wise, in
Mm.
general, that's how much we've lost already. So, uh, my wife and her stability and being able to get here was a hard struggle. And then for my mom and a lot of my friends that were like in Kuwait that I got them out of Kuwait, it probably hit them pretty hard also. So, and mostly that's mostly most of the things that probably be impacted a lot is just friends and family.
So you could say that the people that you helped out of Kuwait would be extreme. I mean, yeah, of course, everybody. When it comes to death, people will be sad. There's no avoiding that type of emotion from that type of thing. Um, but I try to focus on the podcast. Remember when me and Alex was we had that episode on what are we afraid of?
Mhm.
And so thing about what we're afraid of, one of the things I was afraid of was my mortality, right? But if I as the week has gone and I thought more about it, if I focus more on the good, like the good stuff that I've done that may have impacted people, that eases the burden of that thought, I guess.
Mhm.
So try to look at it like that, I guess. For you, Ken, I know this may be a depressing topic, but try to look at like all the people that you helped get out of Kuwait to get back to their families, their kids. I'm pretty sure they're.
Their families was in Kuwait with them. What you mean?
Oh, well, never mind. Take that back. Take that back. But
No, not all of them. You were telling me stories of people you convinced to go back home to their kids or not to bring their kids to Kuwait.
Oh yeah, I mean, but I mean, did they listen? Probably not
I
most
mean,
of the time.
I don't
But
know. They're
well, I
talking
mean
about the
that's their
wisdom.
laws, really. So
yeah, so yeah, it's just that's basically it. Like mostly my wife would feel the impact the most.
I think people when you speak of legacy, I think people link legacy to celebrities. Like that's the only people that can have a legacy. Would you agree with that, Alex, or no?
I would say that's the dumbest train of thought I've heard all day today.
Because
Why celebrities?
I
Why
agree.
only them?
Yeah. I agree. So I don't know why celebrities, but the societal standard. I don't want to say standard, but point of view. It seems like, well, at least on my end, on social media, is legacy, celebrity. That goes hand in hand. You don't hear about legacy with the everyday people, day to day people like me and you. Um, to me, legacy. Even though Alex, you were saying that the legacy and impact doesn't really go hand in hand, but I think the legacy does leave a positive impact if you leave something behind, monetary or material.
Mm-mm. I want to clarify that. I'd say I see legacy differently than just children. I think it's more than just children and finances within someone's legacy. But that's the biggest part that people kind of harp on is what's left behind financially or asset wise. But it's so much larger than that.
So I don't know if this is true. There was Jerry Springer passed away recently, right?
Hmm.
So there's a video going around about he has two black kids and two white kids or something like that,
Hmm.
and he left property to the white kids and left all the money to the black kids. And so people, like you said, are harping on what he left behind to them instead of focusing on the positive impacts he may have made in his life to whoever.
Hmm.
And I just think that we as people need to focus more on how good was somebody in their lifetime and what can you take away from them that has positively made a positive spin on your life. Outside of that, what do you think Damn, I lost my train of thought.
Mhm.
Shit. It's gonna be some silence for a little bit. Hold on. Damn, I really,
Put that Jeopardy theme in the back in your edits.
I really just forgot mid sentence. That's crazy.
Oh man,
Uh,
that's that one
Old
ink
ass.
kicking in. Dang, is this gonna be your legacy, Dante? The last podcast we did just
no, just sign off
God.
slowly. Like, all right, and that's the that's it. All. I mean, that's it. That's the last episode. No, I'm trying to fuck my life. I'm trying to
Maybe,
remember.
maybe if we restart the conversation there, so you talking about Jerry Springer,
I
he
know.
left
Just go
all
ahead
his
and start
money
talking, Alex. Just
to
start.
start talking.
Yeah, it'll come back to me. Go ahead, though.
All right, I'll go ahead and fill the air with some fluff. So, with legacy, I think legacy actually is talked about often, even outside the celebrity influence. Just going to, a decent amount of funerals. You always hear, the sentiment of the children that have, gosh, I'm sitting here actually trying to do other things on the side. Um, who has succeeded, or the children that are still here, and you hear often different excerpts about those children and or the impact that that individual made on other generations, whether it's their children, whether it's other people they've met, things of that nature, which is why oftentimes we have so many different people come to funerals, and it also brings so many different people together, because sometimes we have no idea how many people one individual is impacted. And that in itself right there is legacy, because through all the storytellings, you are, in a sense, keeping that person alive.
Hmm.
I can't remember if it's like a Viking saying or just a saying in general, but it was saying that you die, I think it was two or three different times. Obviously, once when you leave this planet, and then you also die when no one else, in a sense, remembers that you were here. When that last story about you is told, then you really like cease to exist. So it's kind of like interesting train of thoughts of keeping people alive based on the stories that you tell them. So like if you have family members that would always tell you stories about your great 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 grandpa,
Hmm.
it wasn't to like bore you or anything like that, but you could kind of see it more also as a coping mechanism as well, to keep the thought of them alive, because they don't want them to be forgotten.
Yeah, I can get with that. I still don't remember what I was about to say, but yeah, I can get with that. Kenny shaking his head like this nigga. But no, so and I think that's what I've always wondered. So when you go to a funeral and people show up, it was kind of I don't want to say messed up, but the people who would die would never know how much they have impacted someone's life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they obviously can't see who turned up or who didn't turn up.
That we're
And
aware of, yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So I wish there was a way that we would know who comes up and who, not to say who's sad and who's not, but like I wish we could look back on our lives somehow and say, oh, okay, I've impacted this person, this person, this person, and look, and because of my influence or my impact, they have become great people. They have become not assholes in society, basically. Which I'm just no for real, like
I know you're for real.
so. It's just that I just wish you could look back on that, but as far as we know, you can't. So I think that's kind of like a bummer. But so I think that that's also very important that we give people their flowers and appreciation while they're alive.
Hmm.
Let them know that you care about them. Let them know you love them. Let them know how important they are, because you never know. Like I haven't had many deaths in my life as others, but I wish I could tell them how they impacted my life. I wish I could tell them, but I mean, it's too late. They're gone, so you can't. So I mean, that opened my eyes to this particular topic in its own. And it's like just don't say, "Oh my God, they did so much for me" when they're gone. Like don't, because they can't hear you at that point. And I think that you never know what will help somebody now. Like if I'm making a good impact on your life, Alex or Kenny, and y'all told me, I'll feel so much better. Like, okay, I'm doing good, because you never know what funk that may pull me out of. So,
Spreading positive encouragement and positive reinforcement.
yeah, because I mean, I could be sitting here thinking I'm a dick. You know, I don't. Nobody likes me, and come to find out, everybody likes me. Not that that's important if everybody likes you, but you know what I'm saying. So,
Make you feel better.
yeah,
Knowing that you're liked, knowing that you're appreciated, knowing that you're loved.
yeah. And I mean, I'm not talking about Facebook likes.
Why'd you say it like that?
God, people may get that confused with Facebook likes or the double tap on Instagram. That's not. I mean, that may be the same thing. I don't know, but I'm talking about genuine. Like people genuinely like you for who you are because of what they see you as.
Oh yeah, but I mean that kind of spirals into like why that world is so dangerous, because we as a people, we don't do it enough in actual real life, like in the physical space.
Mm-hmm.
So then people will crave and get that attention elsewhere. It's one of the African proverbs that was quoted in the Black Panther movie, where it was like, if a child does not feel the warmth of, I believe, their parents,
They'll burn the village down.
then they'll feel the
If
warmth
he
of the
feel
village.
the warmth of it, if he doesn't feel the warmth of his village, he'll burn the village down.
Yeah. So same things with it.
He felt the
No
love of
matter-
his parents.
Yeah, so the same thing is, no matter where it's coming from, whether it's parents or other people, I mean, people are going to seek out validation somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing where you see like, teenagers who are bored or people idle hands, people are going to find something to do. And generally speaking, if they don't have a purpose or if they're not getting positive reinforcement, from what we've seen, those things they find to do aren't that positive at all.
Yeah, I agree. But congratulations, this may be the shortest podcast episode ever. We're closing in on 20 minutes.
To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be shorter than that.
I mean, yeah, and when we started, I was like, oh shit, wait, this may not be a good one. But here we are. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to keep it rolling.
Short doesn't mean bad though, Dante.
No.
And long doesn't mean good either.
And attention spans are, in general, statistically short. So,
No, it doesn't mean we have to cave to that.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man, why do we want to cater to people with shorter attention spans? It's not our audience anyway.
Exactly. So, Kenny, how you doing? How you holding up, buddy?
Huh? I'm good.
Okay.
Just
doing
chilling.
what you do. Yeah. All right. Well,
chilling.
I guess we can end it here.
When I saw the topic, I was like, nah, I'm gonna pick this other one. And then I was just
Yeah.
like, let's pick this one. I was just like, yeah, I ain't saying shit.
It is fine. But you're here. You hanging out with us.
Damn thing. I was just like, yeah, no, this topic is ass to me. But hey, we'll do it.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable. But it's just you hanging out. We're hanging out. This is a hanging out place. This is a safe space where we can just hang out and talk. It just so happens that it goes on the internet. Like,
speaking of that positive reinforcement, then Dante, I'll go ahead and start it off because it's important that we say and do.
things that we say we're gonna do.
Say.
So
Yeah,
I gotta get you. I gotta get you that.
They did a real good job. It looks like it was freshly done.
He's not even
I'm
listening.
trying to give him a compliment. He even paying attention. Dante.
What you say?
He's ignoring you. Set you
He
back.
did.
Set
That's
you
why
back
people don't
like.
give that positive reinforcement.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you
I
say?
say whoever did your hair did a pretty damn good job. It looks like it was freshly done.
Yeah, it was done by the lady that always does my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the hair growth or she learned something new, but
it was. I had a lot of hair growth, and she was like, "We can just twist it now." I was like, "Sure."
There we go then.
Yeah, Alex, I like your frames. I like your specs.
Nah, stop it. Feels forced. I don't like it.
Take it
Wasn't
back.
genuine.
No, I don't like your specs. They too big for me. I don't like.
You rolled pretty low on that one, Dante. I saw right through it.
Deflect. But all right, yeah. So, Wonderful. That was lovely. But yeah, thanks for still attending, Kenny. We appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna be here. I was just like,
maybe me
that's
and
what I
Dante.
said. I saw the topic. I was like, all right.
What you said, Alex?
I was like, I saw it, and when Kenny was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do it because all the loss," I was like, "That's just gonna be me and Dante."
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
nobody gonna listen to this shit anyway. But
damn.
no, just being real, like just being a
Nah, bro,
real.
you never know.
Yo, actually, yeah. So completely unrelated to impact and all that stuff. So I had the what's the thing called? The app on my phone for when I upload it to like Apple Podcasts and Spotify and stuff. It
Oh
tells
yeah.
me strictly on what? What you say?
I don't
Okay.
know what just happened.
I said, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you was being a dick. But anyway, so it tells you how many people subscribe to Spotify in particular, and it's like 10
Mhm.
people. I don't know who those 10 people are, but hopefully those 10 people are impacted positively by the podcast that we do.
Hopefully.
So keep up the good work, everybody.
Is
Thank you
this your
for
segue to tell them to like, share, and comment so that we know that we're making a positive impact?
No, they'll just do it. They should do it anyway. Like I shouldn't have to. I'm not trying to tell people what to do, Alex.
Oh, really? Didn't we just tell them that you should give people their flowers while they're still here?
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah,
telling
do
them what to
that,
do?
but don't. You show
I don't know, man.
appreciation.
These lines are getting blurry.
Y'all stupid.
I'm
I don't
just
got,
saying what
I don't
it
got
is.
time for this shit today. I don't.
All I have to say, Dante, is it good?
Anyway, so with that being said, thank you for coming to this podcast episode from the Blerd Podcast. We'll see y'all next time.
Oh, that